in the bill. Yeah, we again. Bottles in again. Up the put it in the air. I'm throwing up the, let them know we in here. Yeah, brand new shoes, brand new. The old school, cause I'm feeling real cool. Yeah, I'm from the A, so I'm leaning and rocking. Snapping my fingers, then reaching for my repping my block. Straight from the deck. When you snap your fingers, shout it, gotta jerk your neck. On the best, we don't that mess. I bet you can't do it like this. Yeah, I'm back.
Miami has it all, the greatest football team.
Gotta lean back, yeah, this is how we do it.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and the NFL playoffs are finally upon us. We don't know who the teams will be just yet, but one thing we do know, partner, whoever makes it through to the end of the gauntlet ahead has truly earned a spot in this year's Super Bowl.
It's really what the regular season does. It gets you battled.
Let the postseason begin. We're underway in this AFC Wildcard Weekend contest. Josh Downs to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession, bringing them out to 4th overall pick in 2023 out of Florida, a super athlete at quarterback, Anthony Richardson.
Kind of a fun moment as a quarterback when you jog on the field in this situation. Hey, you know, weeks 1 through 18, they really don't mean a lick right now. It's a whole new season, a whole new sense of urgency. He's got to lead the way.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. That first down throw is going to wind up incomplete. Defender in the area making a nice play on the football. Now it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. He can run it. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Colts as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Third and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's going for it himself. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
That's another Colts first down.
Taylor now up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
And 9 at the Dolphins' 11-yard line.
They've got a man in motion. Now Richardson to throw. Touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long it might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Dolphins as they get set for their debut series. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
This guy looks so good over the course of the regular season. They're hoping that he can bring that same kind of production with that arm of his to the playoffs. It's delivered in the passing game again and again and again. But we know this is a whole new season when we're talking playoffs.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Tua now from the gun. Downfield to Warren. He's got it. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Right side, this is reeled in by Warren. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Colts side of the field. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Completed over the middle. He takes this down to the opposing 47. Sent to the ground by Maxwell Hairston.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing, here's Tagovailoa on 3rd. And they get this down to the 28. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
And the Dolphins first down. A gain of 19 yards. First down, Miami.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
That's low and bounces short of his man. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so that brings up 2nd down.
He was defended by Kenny Moore.
Here's Tua again. He completes it in traffic. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Tagovailoa now. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Downs on the return. He stopped on the run back to the 27. The Colts with their offense out, their 2nd drive coming up. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
First down throw here from Richardson. Right back to Worthy. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Second down carry for Taylor. Fights his way through a tackle, and he'll get them enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Colts first down.
Taylor again. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Gets it downfield, on target to Gadsden. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
It's a gain of 33. That's another Colts first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. We've reached the end of one in this opening round of the AFC playoffs. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Time for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points. And he's going to score a touchdown, Indianapolis. The Colts take a second quarter lead. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young, or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now we're going to see the Dolphin offense for their second drive of the contest. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2 on the keeper. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it's going to be first down Miami.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Dolphins first down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Dolphins first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
First down, here's Tua. And this one doesn't go far. Second down now, 7 to go. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Offense is set, first and 10. From the pistol, Henry. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough third down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
And we all saw it. Flag came out just before that one fell incomplete. They may still get some big yards out of this one. So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, you get a little push, and now you get a third down conversion via penalty.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Going power with a big tight end. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Dolphins can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Not the position we normally see him lined up in, Brock, but showing that he can be a pretty good H-back, too, by getting that one to the end zone.
Yeah, and I must say, pretty good job by the offensive staff of moving these chess pieces around. That's so critical down in the red zone. Move your pieces around to a favorable position, and you might just get checkmate.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Downs on the return. He dodged the tackle. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
He's in trouble, and the Dolphins get him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. Fourth down coming up. The Colts ready for the punt. Tyreek Hill deep for the Dolphins. Collects this at the 35. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Dolphins offense ready to go as they take the field. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes. Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Has him on the quick hitter. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Third and long for him here. That's caught for the first. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. So 20 yards on that play. And that is a Dolphins first down. Trying down the middle with Henry. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. He picks up 15 on the play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Running once more with Henry. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down. And after the play, one of the Colts still out there injured. We get a brief stoppage here as they check on him. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Tagovailoa off the play fake. Complete, Derrick Henry. And the gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down. Tagovailoa keeping it on the sneak. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Dolphins first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves them a little bit closer. 3rd and goal coming up. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. On 3rd and goal, it's Tagovailoa. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. It'll be a field goal try from Joey Slye. A very short kick here from the right hash. Sly's kick is up and good. And they've taken back the lead.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Here's White on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Colts offense set to head out. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That one finds Josh Downs. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
15 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
They fake the handoff, now Richardson. Oh, Richardson fumbled it. And the Dolphins got it. And they'll take over a little further upfield thanks to that return.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Dolphins and Derrick Henry making their way back out on offense. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. 1st down now, ball at the 33. A draw now, this is Henry. And he stopped quickly here, 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Oh, he's in trouble, and he's going to go down. The Colts got him. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It'll be a field goal try from Joey Slye. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Now after that snap, there's an injured Dolphin still out there. So we're going to get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Downs on the return. Spins out of one stop. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Colts out there on offense late in this first half. With the time remaining, let's see if they can get this into field goal range. First call here coming from the shotgun. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. All set now, 1st and 10.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Colts, first down.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Has some daylight through the 40. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one.
It's 2nd and inches.
Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. Oh, Richardson fumbled it. But I believe somebody on the Colts got to it first. They're luckily hanging on to the football. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both...
And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. This return starts at the 5. Escapes a defender. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Dolphins getting their offense out there to start off this second half. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Now this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Left side into the hands of Warren. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. So first down from the 41. Tua now from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Here's Tua. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's a big strike to Hill. And he has this down to the 34. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Again, it's Tagovailoa. Hits him on the out route. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Out of the gun, Henry. It's inside the 10. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Tagovailoa will look to throw, and he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
Downs on the return. Jukes away from one, and this drive will start inside the 25. The Colts ready to take the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Richardson on 3rd. And the Dolphins are going to get to him, and he is dropped. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down, it's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Miami set to take over once again on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
14 yards. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
Another run for Henry. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped. I think this is going to give them the first.
Encroachment, defense.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. And nothing was going to help him escape that. He gets hit for a loss. 2nd down coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Switching it up here. Tagovailoa to throw. The throw to the right finds Waddle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They run it with King Henry. And he comes through big here. 9 yards. It's 2nd down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he can do like we just saw.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and goal.
Henry goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
And as that one falls incomplete, all eyes shifting to the flag that was thrown. If it's defensive, we've got a 1st down here. Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. They'll run here following the penalty. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Offense to the line, 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. And the Colts get to him. Down he goes. And quickly, their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. The Dolphins have it and just have to close this out to continue on in the playoffs. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And somebody jumped on it around the 5. Who's got it? Oh, officials say it's going to stay with the offense. Slide's kick is up and good. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Well, those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult now. 2 touchdowns got to be scored, and that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
Downs on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he rocks that tackler. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Richardson fires quickly out wide. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. The ball's on the 48. Here we go, 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Ertz reels it in. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Dolphins' 49-yard line.
2nd down now, they need 7. Straight ahead with Taylor. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman Jr., so that brings up 4th down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Running back sent in motion. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. It's downfield. He's got it. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Going with the screen to Taylor. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 15-yard line.
And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
5-yard gain on the play. That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
So a dime look defensively from the Dolphins here on this 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Drops back. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Desperation time here. Oh, my, it's intercepted in the end zone. And the Dolphins have it on the edge of their own goal line. They're at the 3.
You knew it before this drive started. The field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus. And those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
The Miami offense headed out there now. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
That right there, my friends, is exactly the kind of pressure and intensity you expect from a defense each of these next 2 snaps as well. They want to keep you pinned right there against your own end zone and force you into a very risky.
And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He's been sacked over and over and over here. And this time, cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right. And I think, were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over and over and over.
Let's go.
We get to playoff football, Kate, and every team's going to excel in 3 phases. You've got to. Offense, defense, special teams. What an excellent return. And the type of effort they expect from themselves in postseason football.
Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. And a nice drive last time out, Brock, squandered by that interception. So I think they take a repeat of everything except that final play. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Across his body, defender's there. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Dolphins see their return stop just a little bit short of their own 30.
That's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. And they come back out to the field with something to prove, Brock. You've told me before that it is embarrassing to give up a safety.
Yeah, it's a little hard, Kate, to run off the field and look at your defensive mates as you've given up 2 points on offense. So, yeah, the last thing they want to do is do that again and instead turn this momentum around.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Gets everything he has under this one. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down, but where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, the negative play makes it even easier to decline that flag, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for 2nd.
Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That's DeMario Davis. And the Dolphins are hauled down on the return at the 45-yard line. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Dolphins in a good spot, up by 13. Here's Henry. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, a run for Henry. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout. Turning to Henry on 3rd. So he puts together a nice little 8-yard gain, but it's not enough. They've got 4th down. The Colts take a timeout. That's their last one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll give him a 16-point advantage.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. The Colts offense set to head out. To the air on this 1st down, Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
To 2nd and 10.
Here's Richardson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Colts operating from the hurry-up, rushing back to the line.
4 yards. Brings up 3rd down and 14.
Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Looking to throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it, thanks to the turnover on downs.
Turnover on
Drawing up the design keeper. Lining up to take a knee on second down. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports.
The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Indy.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and ended